Men, how do you react to other so-called alpha male at work? By laughing at them, mostly. They hate that. Nobody at my work called themselves an alpha male. I was once with a friend, walking down the street, when we passed a guy talking into his phone about, "That's what I like to do. I like to get up in the situation and steal someone's power." We joked for another whole block about having just passed Rogue from the X-Men or something. Most people aren't as fascinated by guys who are into weird alpha-beta power dynamics as those guys are by themselves. And that goes double for work. I'm there to work, get paid and go home. I don't care about any sort of preening jackass routine. Fist fight in the parking lot. I just ignore them. Given enough time, they show themselves for the narcissistic clowns they truly are. They get no attention from me. Scenario meeting of 6-8 people. He's getting louder and more aggressive the more holes people poke in his project plan. During a lull in his yelling, I piped up, "Does the volume of name's voice make his argument stronger for anyone?" Everyone burst out laughing. He doesn't raise his voice at the office now. Everyone can hear me roll my eyes. I could never build a relationship with an alpha IVD encountered or be a problem for them. They are toxic when triggered, so I stay far away and go as they say. They've always been part of management. What do you mean other eyes? Man, this is a Reddit circle jerk thing. You'll never convince me men in the real world refer to themselves as alpha males. Do you just consider any man with a deep voice who isn't a noodle-armed bitch to be this mythical alpha male creatire? The one I have at work is a bit of a show-off, always buys expensive things and likes to come show off, so I figured out when I don't react with enthusiasm and kinda shit on whatever he bought, he tends to go quiet for a day or two so he doesn't bother anyone. For example, he came to show me his brand new $4,000 watch. I just told him cool, it tells the time. Like my Casio, which I paid like $30 for. He tells me it's an investment of some sorts. I just told him, if you say so. I say it's an overpriced watch with a great marketing team that made you buy it thinking it's an investment, but you do you, man. Alpha male is a term that loud and obnoxious men call themselves. Especially the narcissistic types. You'll never actually notice an alpha male at first glance. But they're easy to spot once you know what to look for. Easygoing. Leads by example. Friendly with everyone. Has a large group of friends. Everyone likes him. Well known in the local community. Humble and kind. Assert dominance by fucking their dad. True alpha men don't refer to themselves as such because you never become an alpha. It's a constant journey in an ever-changing environment which challenges you permanently. A man who truly seeks the alpha man path is humble. I ignore them. I read somewhere that sit on your doorstep, and you'll watch your enemy's funeral pass by. Do a dick fight. The winner is the alpha male. I don't. They do not interest me. And if they come up to me with one of their "hear how amazing and tough I am" stories, I just reply, "Gee, that's great," and go on with my business. Anyone who refers to themselves as an alpha male has some sort of superiority complex. Usually you can tell by the way they talk that they're super insecure. But definitely not someone I'd want to hang out with as a 35-year-old male, lol. Pee on their stuff and eat their lunch to establish dominance. I refuse to deal with them. Not only are they bad at what they're doing, they're dangerous. By laughing, I tend to bring them back down to earth. I piss on them to assert dominance. I've never heard somebody call themselves the alpha. But they do exist for sure, and when they are around everybody knows and reacts to their presence. Avoid them 'cause I'm an adult. If you are alpha PPL, no, you don't have to say anything. I roll my eyes and say whatever, lady. If they say they are alpha males, I just laugh at them. I look up to him. But I don't share the common definition of alpha, which is almost derogatory. My manager is an alpha because he is kind, competent, hardworking, and holds the whole office together. If anyone refers to themselves as an alpha male, I'm 100 laughing at them to their face. Nothing screams I'm an insecure prick more than referring to yourself as an alpha, lol. Most alphas don't need to act like alphas. Those are wannabes. As I would anyone else? Why would I respond to them differently? LMAO. Not everyone in the world acts like a Redditor. Sometimes you'll have to interact with people who aren't exactly like you, lol. When they are peacocking, just humor or grey rock them. If they start getting in my business, then at best misdirect them, or at worst burn the fucking place to the ground if I think there's a chance they'll get caught in the fire. Smile, make friends, figure out who they really are, see if they're worth knowing. Is this an American thing? Anyone that thinks of themselves this way is 100 a narcissist. There are many podcasts now that spew this nonsense. Chris Williams, Diary of CEO. It's comical how narky they are without realizing it. I've never experienced this in my European country, thankfully. I've never heard anyone in real life call themselves an alpha male. Even if they did, so what? People always use words to describe themselves. Besides, it's clear there's a pecking order in life. So if someone wants to call themselves an alpha, that's fine. Not a big deal. If someone is an alpha, that means he's a good leader, good communicator, helpful, and overall good dude. If someone claims to be an alpha or is a fan of Andrew Tate type people, I openly make fun of alphas and Tate lovers within earshot of said douchebag. Make friends with them, then slowly and steadily get them to do my bidding, and finally end up owning them. Laugh at them and ignore them. If their egomania starts crossing the line, I'd go to HR and file a grievance. I only there to do my job. There's alphas and fake alphas. You laugh at the fake ones and respect the real ones, or try and take them down. Doesn't exist in my workplace. Or I don't notice them. Y'all live movie lives, lol. Get on well with them and quickly make friends with them. The only people who struggle around so-called alpha males are the kind of the weak and awkward men who feel intimidated and insecure around them. I've always found them to be the most sociable, fun, and easy to get on with guys, and they're great to hang out with. And I don't consider myself an alpha male. There is no such thing as an alpha male, so if you just point and laugh, it goes over pretty well. If the alpha male doesn't have a harem, he's not really an alpha male. Alpha male ideology is just ignorant and stupid. The A in alpha male actually stands for asshole. Because that's all a self-declared alpha male is, an obnoxious asshole who thinks his assholery is a sign of superior manhood. Therefore, what this question really means is, how do you deal with an asshole at work? Lol, nobody calls themselves that, even actual alphas. Alpha males don't exist. The researcher that coined the term admitted that he was wrong and has been trying to get his publisher to stop printing that. Now, do you mean assholes? I don't, unless it's work related. Even then, I just relay the information and go about my day. People that put on BS alpha performances do not last long, because inmates chew them up with a smile. Ignore them. Or if they're a sociopath too, verbally and mentally destroy them. I don't. I put him in his place the day I figured out what he was trying to do. And he's left me alone since.